to get up. It's time to get up. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. It's time to get up. Yeah. It's time to get moving. Hey. I'm up.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. Now, today, we are going to talk about something very serious. Buyer's remorse. Listen, I used to have a solid strategy for not spending money. Stay home. That was it. Just don't leave the house. But now that the weather is nice, the sun is out, I'm ready to come out of hibernation. But I also don't want to go broke just because it's 75 degrees and I got a cute outfit I'm trying to let y'all see. So I came up with a new plan. I'm going to start rushing my buyer's remorse. Hurry up. Listen, I need that buyer's remorse to start hitting before I spend, not after. See, back in the day, buyer's remorse would show up like way too late. It show up for me like after 4 usages. I'd be deep into using something and still had a nerve to question my spending. Like, why did I even buy this thing that I use on a daily basis? But now, I give my buyer's remorse a head start. I do one last lap around the store before I check out, y'all. I let the people in line go in front of me. I'm like, hey, y'all, come on, y'all can go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm waiting on my BR to get here. Especially in Walmart. My buyer's remorse always helps me out at Walmart. In fact, I don't ever buy anything from there anymore. You see, Walmart is already running its own scam, funneling all those 38 aisles into the one self-checkout section. You gotta basically play Ring Around the Rosies just to get to the front. Then you get up there, then you gotta scan, you gotta bag, and you gotta pay for your own stress. But that slow line, that's my remorse window. That's when my brain steps in and is like, do you really need this? And boom, I'm putting everything back and I'm out the door. Like, whoo, I got my steps in. Thank you for the exercise, Walmart. All right, y'all, look, let's keep laughing. Coming up next, get your coffee because we're talking about something that many of us hate, change. But don't you change the channel. You get it? Change the channel. Okay, all right, my bad. I know. I was on the road with the monologue and here I go with my cornball coming out, my bad, okay. Listen, we'll be right back. It's more laughing after the break. Meet me at the counter.
Searching for higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships? Say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/explore.
Welcome to the More Laughing in the Morning show. I'm your host, Allison, the comedian. I am the coolest cornball you gonna ever meet. You know what? Side note, shout out to one of our new team members who said to me the other day, you really are a cool cornball. I'm like, yeah, it's called being self-aware. So shout out to the introspective girlies and the homeboys who understands themselves. You get a hype. I'm everybody hype girl. But special hypes go to the people who have a good gauge on their contributions to society. Listen, you out here reminding the world that we need your little quirky behind. We do. And don't let nobody tell you differently. You have a place in the ecosystem. Especially here in the More Laughing universe. What is it? We the More Laughiverse. Okay, gang. Today I am sitting in a different seat. Different than usual for our coffee talk segment because I'm about to get real with you. Side note, wait, hold on. I couldn't even hold that one in. Look, I mean, like, I'm going to get serious every coffee talk as if I didn't say that the last time. I be dramatic as heck, don't I? We are about to be serious today on this coffee talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seriously setting our intentions to believe in ourselves. Not for real. I do be serious though. Very much so. I mean this with all of my heart. You know, you got to set these intentions for the day, for real. This is our time to embed a mindset of positivity. And this morning, our intention is, drum roll please, I will not resist change. Right? Woo. Nope. Okay, we embrace and welcome change. It's a part of our growth. Okay, y'all? That's what we're setting our mind on today. Resisting change is not only counterproductive, it actually hurts more in the long run. So now today, I am welcoming change in real time. See, right here in real time. I had to change some things up for this demonstration for the whole coffee talk segment because production, gone production. And that would be me, okay? And that's okay, because I will not resist change. It's all right, we sit in a new seat. So say it with me today, I will not resist change. So check this out. So in our demonstration, we had this hair bow, okay? So think of like, I'm gonna try my best to improvise. Think of knockers. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, now look. Now I need your patience and your grace with me on this, okay? You gotta let me cook for a little bit. Just let me cook while I'm trying to make my point here with all this change in real time, because that's what a day could look like. So think about a hair bow. We used to call them those knockers, affectionately. You know, what did y'all call them growing up? You know what I'm talking about? The bows with the balls on the end and the elastic in the center. So for those of you who had a little girl in your life and had to wear one of those for herself, you know what I'm talking about? The ones that you got to swing it around, probably like the ponytail or the end of some hair, and you got to make sure you good, because if you swing it and pop it back, that little ball gonna knock you right in the head, literally. And that's why we call it knockers. We call it knockers. What y'all think y'all call it? But here's the thing. When your mom was putting it in your hair, or when, you know, shout out to my guys, if you saw your sister or your daughter getting it put into her hair, you could feel it coming. If you got knocked one time, you knew that thing. As soon as we got to wrapping around, right? You knew that knock. And then what happened? You start pulling away because you know it's gonna hurt. You try to move away from it. Somebody in the back of your head, you trying to move away from it, hoping that it don't hit you. But here's the irony. The further that you pull away, the harder it's going to hit. And resisting change is just like that. The more that you pull away from the inevitable, the harder it's going to hit you in the head. You're doing everything that you can do to avoid it, but then you're doing something that's making it worse. It's going to make it hurt a whole lot more. So the lesson here is simple. Resisting change only prolongs the discomfort. The faster you accept it, the easier it is to navigate. Now, speaking of life's changes and challenges, I'm excited about this time next year discussion that we have today with our guest, Darrin. Darrin is a serial entrepreneur and the founder of Pathways Developmental Services. But we're going to dig a little bit deeper today because Darrin also has a background in counseling. So I'm juicing all of these this time next year guests, y'all, okay? He's like, oh, counseling, we gonna talk. And Darrin and I we have a great conversation. I'm particularly interested in the mindset of a person who has multiple successful businesses. And then we start there talking about that and then go into like a little bit personal because we get to talk about grief. So I can't wait for you to see this conversation. We will be right back after the break. It's the More Laughing in the Morning show. Be right back.
Searching for higher education, a supportive network, and a place to make lifelong friendships? Say hello to Virginia Wesleyan University in Virginia Beach. Virginia Wesleyan is a must-see. To schedule a campus tour, go to vwu.edu/.
See how this Virginia Natural Gas customer saved energy and money in her home. She insulated her hot water pipes.
And that's a wrap.
Then she changed her air filters.
And put more change in my pocket.
There's lots of ways to make your home more energy efficient. Take your free energy audit today at virginianaturalgas.com.
Darrin is in the building now. Hold on, Darrin. 'Cause I got the audience. We're doing the audience track on, right now, on working my way to a live audience. But the audience.
That's beautiful. That's
Okay.
beautiful. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you on the More Laughing in the Morning show for our This Time Next Year segment.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I am very happy to be here on the show, the MLM, as I call it.
Yep. Yep.
Thank you so much. Listen, let me get this out the way. I am so proud of you. I am watching you blossom and grow and expand, and you are really doing your thing. You are really doing your thing. 7 days, Monday through Friday.
Yep.
With the show and tours, and I'm
Thank
loving the specials and all that good stuff. Thank you. You are representing very well, my dear. Very well.
I appreciate you. I'm trying to keep y'all proud. I don't want y'all to be like,
Run the applause track. Run the applause
go
track.
ahead. We gotta tell her, quiet down. We gotta keep moving. I appreciate
That's right.
Okay, but look, before I
Yeah.
start bringing your background. Okay.
You
Okay.
like that?
Yeah,
You like
shout
that?
out. Yes,
like that?
right? Okay. Let me give you some space to get some love because my cousin is actually crossing over. My little cousin is crossing over tomorrow in Norfolk State. So we're
Okay.
really
All right. All
proud
right. All
of
right. Yes, sir.
adding
Yes, indeed.
amazingness
Yes,
to y'all
indeed.
team.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, congratulations to him. In a little while, tomorrow,
Come on.
But
Yes.
as of right now, I'm glad to see that the brother is seeking. Listen, let me tell you about my fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity
Okay.
Incorporated. First of all, we are founded in friendship. Okay, that's why you see the two friends right here in the background. That's what it's all about. And as you already know, we have a dog in the background, a tenacious dog, who is kind of like our little mascot, if you will, because as you know, dogs can be very loyal, and show lots of love, and that's exactly what we do. So, but
Yeah.
thank you, because friendship is essential to the soul. Thank you for that acknowledgement.
Well, I got a quick question. I mean, I know want to talk with you about like your expertise, but right here on this note, what
Uh-huh.
would you say, Darrin, to any of the because obviously your organization is an elite organization, it's one of the top sought after, so everybody isn't able to make it as far in each round. What would you say to some of the young men who didn't get to be in this time, they didn't cross or they didn't make it? Do they try again? Like, what do you say to them?
I really don't say anything to them,
Okay.
but what I do is encourage people to always seek and go after with tenacity anything that you want to get. Nothing is really handed to you that's worth having. You have to go get it, like you did your show. You know what I mean? Like you did your
Yeah, yeah,
career, like I did my career, like
yeah.
I'm doing, and we just don't stop. And that's the key. Never, ever, ever stop. If it's in your heart, if you really want it, you go get it.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You got me in the game, coach. Okay. So talk about pathway developmental services.
Okay, okay. Pathways Developmental Services is a full service mental health counseling agency. We were founded here in the state of Virginia in 2006. And
Gang,
we
gang.
service, that's right, VA all day. We service uh, children, adolescents, and adults, all the way up to 99 years old. And we provide all types of mental health services from grief and loss and individual outpatient to substance abuse
Yeah.
outpatient to mental health skill building and psychosocial rehab. These are services that people sometimes don't even know that they need.
Yeah.
But one thing that I want to encourage everybody to do from this segment now, always talk to somebody.
Mm.
Always talk to somebody. You don't have to wait till something is going wrong to seek the counselor. You can always talk to somebody, even when things are going right, or should I say, especially when things are going right.
Mm. Yeah. And I appreciate this moment, which is why I was really excited about having you on the show, because I'm like, what a perfect person to help us. That this time next year segment is all about our community of go-getters, our community of ambitious people,
Mhm,
being
mhm.
reminded like, yo, we can really shape our lives, curate our experiences by this time next year, really shorter
Oh,
than
yeah.
that. But at
Oh,
least this time next year, by just putting a little effort, carving out time for ourselves. But sometimes it takes like a mindset shift. Sometimes we need people like you to remind us to be intentional and give ourselves permission to invest in ourselves, especially if
that's
it's
right.
something that we are used to or accustomed to or had permission to do before. So like
Right.
one of the things there, and then I'm just like, yo, that is so cool because you are the owner, you are running this, but you're not a counselor. How are you inspired to do what inspired you to start this company? And then
Wow.
what is it like being someone, usually they'd be like, oh, you got to make the widgets to be the CEO of the widget maker, but that's not always. So, like, talk to us about that for those who got something on their heart that they may not be the one that's doing the widget.
Right, right. That's cute the way you put that, but the widget maker. So initially, like I said, we were founded in 2006, and back then, I was a counselor. That's the
Okay.
actual language that we use.
Okay.
But through regulation and the evolving, in front of your very eyes, the evolving of mental health,
Yeah.
um, different things have come into play. And now I'm what they call a QMHP, a qualified mental health professional.
Okay.
And I still help individuals find and seek out different places to get their mental health taken care of.
Okay. All right. This is good. I'm learning about your journey. So you were a counselor. So tell me, what was your professional journey? Where you start off at, and was it going to? Did you always know you were going to be in this space, or was it?
No, no, no. So I lost my father when I was 8.
Mhm,
And apparently it had an effect on me that I didn't realize because I ended up going to see a therapist.
mhm,
I began to fight in school and became reclusive and angry and these type things. And my mom took me, like I said, to a counselor, to a therapist, and they ended up after all the testing and all that stuff, they ended up suggesting that I join the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. And I got a big brother, and when I got older, and having that big brother as a youth, no, don't get me wrong, I had a real big brother,
mhm,
but I felt like he he's trying to be my daddy. You ain't my daddy, that kind of thing. And but this other guy would just come over, we throw the football around, we talk about different things, and that was encouraging enough. He had a really nice car, you know.
mhm. Oh,
And that
oh, like, mhm,
right. And that was encouraging to me. Once I got older, I wanted to become a big brother to someone, and um, and that was my initial inspiration. I did become a big brother. I became a mentor, and then mentoring turned into counseling because state of Virginia had a program called the 294 program, where we would just help kids who came home from incarceration get reacclimated to the community.
mhm.
And that's how I started. And that just parlayed into the next. And I just, like I said, I like to seek knowledge. So I just kept going till I became a business owner doing that. But I always knew I would be a business owner. I
Mhm.
always knew that. I
Wow.
always knew that.
Mhm. So like
Third
what
grade, I'm sorry, third grade. I do want to tell this quick story. Third grade, I remember the teacher said, Miss McMath, and just in case anyone knows Miss McMath,
I don't
um,
understand.
she said, draw a picture of what you want to be when you grow up. And people were drawing, of course, football players, basketball players, firemen, police officers. She used these words, envision yourself and then draw it. I drew the inside of a candy store, looking out the window with the awning hanging down and Darrin's candy on the outside, written backwards. That's what I knew that I wanted to own a candy store. So I knew I was going to be in business.
I love that.
I can't,
Wow.
when I think about that, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Like, I love that. Like, man, to know, I mean, again, at young ages, we are really sometimes, and they say sometimes, everything that you need to know, all of the things, you get that and you in kindergarten, you in elementary school. And then it's
Yeah.
just about, shaping and getting more experience and information to help you
Right.
on that or follow through on that is already planted into us. I know you out here inspiring some people.
Indeed.
And it's okay. Okay. All right. So I know I took us being around the world tonight. Yeah. That was not where we said we were gonna go. So before we leave, because I know I can't hold you hostage forever. I've been trying to hold my guests hostage forever. What did I leave out? What is something that I should have asked, didn't ask, forgot to ask? I would love for you to, just take a couple of seconds to brag about yourself or fill us in what you think would be helpful to our audience. And then I got one question before we go.
Wow. Let's see. Well, you did a great job. Thank you for having me. Darrin Adams, aka Donnie Chulo. I also have a lifestyle brand along with my mental health company, Pathways Developmental Services. You can find us, you can just Google Pathways Developmental Services and you'll find us. But I'm Donnie Chulo. As far as my alter ego, I have a cigar company, lifestyle company. Well, we do exactly what your audience is all about. Try to live well, eat well, be well. That's what it's all about. And stress, relieving stress. Relieve your stress as the best you can. I like to have a great cigar every now and then. And one of my best cigars, of course, is a Donnie Chulo premium cigar.
Oh,
And
nice.
and I also have Donnie Chulo coffee. So
Nice. We got coffee too. Okay, so listen, we
yeah,
at this time next year community is a growing membership group. So,
yeah.
get inspired by our guests, but then there are some people who are in the membership community. It's our
Uh-huh.
accountability group. We meet weekly, we encourage each other, and then we have meetups in person because we do here on the More Laughing in the Morning show. I really try to encourage people to like have some fun,
That's
laugh,
right. That's
be
right. That's
intentional,
right.
put that on
It
the
relieves
calendar.
stress. It
It
relieves
releases
stress.
stress, yeah. So we got to add to the meetups. I think that the group would probably love to do a cigar or something. So I'm gonna hit you up
I
and
look forward to it.
yeah,
I
see
look
about
forward to
some
it.
kind of events and have a Donnie Chulo. And then bring your coffee too. You bring your coffee, we'll have some Black Please coffee. That'll be great. So last question for you.
Yeah. Yes.
As a leader in our area, in our region, shout out to you. As
Thank
a
you.
successful business person, you're welcome. An example, I think people obviously they're looking at you in different ways from this interview. What is, you know, what is on your this time next year goal list, right? Like what does a man like Darrin look forward to, aspire to? We're awakening people to say you should have some goals and some dreams. Sometimes some of us, when we get out of high school, because ain't nobody asked us since we were 16, 17, what we want to be when we grow up, we stop thinking about it. But we
Right.
open up the light for hope and excitement and joy in the future. So tell us like what you got on your list, what you want to achieve by this time next year.
So my problem is I am a serial entrepreneur. Like I
Okay.
just can't stop. And I say I want to just sit down, but as soon as I sit down, I'm up doing something. But I want to expand our substance abuse services. Right now, we offer substance abuse outpatient,
Mhm.
and we can be reached at 757-240-4840. Pathways Developmental Services. But this time next year, I want to stop hitting the ball in the woods every time I play golf.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I want to spend a lot of my time in a plush hotel overlooking the ocean.
Period. Nice.
I
That's
want to go. I want to go to. I want to go and look at my deposits online instead of having to get up and go to work. And I want to do that more. I'm not completely, because checks coming in the mail still feels great.
it does.
Still feels great.
Very good.
And last but not least, I want to continue to spread the good news that he has risen. The Lord is still on the throne, y'all. You still
Indeed.
have time. Let's go get it. He's still on the throne, so we're good. Let's get it, baby. That's good.
Indeed. Oh,
Thank you.
thank you for stopping by. We'll definitely have you back again, Darrin, and we're excited about you reaching your this time next year goals. We
Thank
got to check in with you, and we'll make sure that all of the things, the ways to reach you, that we include that. Listen, y'all, don't y'all go anywhere because I'm gonna talk to Darrin a little bit longer, but you please know we have a little bit more lapping right after the break. I'll see you there. All right, y'all, thank you so much for watching. If you are enjoying what we're creating on this show, please join our accountability community because let me tell you something, the community is lit. The vision that I have for this show by this time next year is huge and I am motivated. I would love to join the journey with you on your this time next year goals and hear about what your visions are too. Great show today. Big shout out to Darrin. Thank you so very much for dropping those gems and giving us a lot to think about, sir. And this morning, y'all, we talked about what we talked about, embracing change. What is our intention for the day? Because we don't want to pull away from change. We're leaning into it, right? Life is always shifting and fighting. It just makes it harder. So let's lean into it, okay? So instead of saying, why is this happening to me? It is, what is this making room for sure. And of course, a huge thank you to you for waking up and laughing with me every weekday. You all make things brighter. You make my mornings bright for sure. And I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your emails. Thank you for your support. And especially a thank you to the More Laughing team. Thank you to the Sky 4 gang. Shout out to the OGs, every one of the original gigglers. We up. Listen, everybody, until next time, please stay laughing, stay open, stay ready for whatever's next by this time next year. We got to wrap here, but you need to keep laughing, okay? So I'll see you all soon. I'm Allison the comedian. Toodles, and y'all know we got music. We had Darrin dancing. Did y'all see that? Darrin was dancing.
It's time to get